right, guys. We're back. Somewhat. Kaylee's still not 100%. As some of you might know, we've been sick. I got sick on Sunday. I got Kaylee sick on Tuesday. She is on her day 4.
Yeah.
I am on my day 6. I'm feeling pretty much 100% at this point. And you?
I'm like 75 maybe.
Okay, that's great. You were at
70?
like 2% on the first
God.
day.
Yeah.
Um,
-2.
We get sick once a year, pretty much like clockwork, around the
Always
holidays.
Around the holidays.
And it knocks us out for a few days. And then we're good the whole rest of the year. I never get sick any other time of the year. In fact, sometimes I skip the holiday sickness altogether. Like, I think 2 years ago I didn't get sick at all. I skipped it altogether, so I wasn't sick for like 2 years. But yeah, I only get sick once a year. I never get sick, and I always knock it out super fast. But anyway, moving on from that. So Kaylee's voice is going to be a little rough, and but other than that, we watched Creep Tapes, Season 2, Episode 2, Wes. I didn't like this episode.
I didn't either.
I thought it was really stupid and actually annoyed me. The creep himself is a larger than life character that feels like reality adjacent, but that's what makes him so like memorable and funny. And you always have him kind of played against the straight man, right?
Yeah.
Like, for all intents and purposes, the creep movies and TV show are like dark comedy, right? It's horror, but it's much more on the comedic side for me. And a lot of the times what makes comedy work is the straight man against the goof,
Yeah.
right? And he gets to be that ridiculous character that feels like somebody who's out of something that never existed.
Yeah.
Right? But the world around him should
like all
feel
the same.
real.
Yeah.
It should feel like our world. The cops in this are so incompetent and so stupid, and he's able to manipulate them so easily.
Yeah.
And all of the things that they do are not even remotely how cops would react.
Which I think is part of the, like, I don't know if I would call it the gag, but, like, this character that he's playing is all about professionalism.
Right.
And so, like, he gets so pissed off at them because they aren't being professional, which is true.
One
like,
saving grace.
Them telling him to follow them in the car with this
Right.
injured person, like,
Right.
is insane. They would absolutely either put that person in their car, if they would even move them. I don't know. I don't know what the rules of as far as that go, like...
You know what would have probably
But,
worked better here is if he had it be security guards.
Yeah, I think if they had been, like... I mean, I don't know what they would have been security for, because they're just, like, out in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, maybe. They just didn't feel like real cops at all.
No. God, no. Anybody who's ever actually interacted with the police.
Boo. Sorry.
when they're suspicious that you're up to something.
Oh my god.
If the cops pull up
and you have a
and
dead
you see
body,
a body that's potentially dead, wrapped in plastic, and there's only one other person who's wearing all black, and there's a camera. I wrote down a lot of things here, and I don't want to talk over you too much, but it's just, this is so nonsensical. It is so beyond the pale for me. Like, cops would immediately have him handcuffed and in the back of the squad car, and they would be calling for backup. They would have 10 squad guys. If you get pulled over for nothing, they'll have 2 squad cars pull up just to check on the other one. I've seen fucking, like, real quick anecdotal story from my childhood. My friends and I were skateboarding on top of my school. They sent, I'm not shitting you, 5 squad cars and a helicopter. And when they fucking pulled up, they skidded their tires and all jumped out of their cars and drew their guns on us.
That's so crazy.
And they were like, get to the ground. The cop had the shit. And this is during the day. Right? We were like regular day. It was like 3 of us. We were young. We were probably 14 or 15 years old. We had skateboards, nothing else.
That's
and
crazy.
They pulled guns. They had the guns drawn on us for fucking skateboarding. If you roll up on somebody with a dead body wrapped in tarp, there's no way.
His victim doesn't wake up and corroborate his story until like much later.
Correct.
So it's like, they would have at least handcuffed him like before then.
Oh my God!
He's just, and he, he kind of goes on this like a bit of like his egotistical kind of rant where he's like, I think this guy's a professional, and he's like so charismatic and stuff, but like the way that he's acting is not
super suspicious,
charismatic. It's weird and like just bizarre. And they do ask him like, are you on drugs? Like, have you taken anything? But it's just very unbelievable that they would be like put off guard by him at all, because like he's a creep. Like he gives off major creep vibes all the time. That's like his whole thing.
He's sitting there and smiling and musing with them while his best friend is dead next to him.
Yeah, he's like, what made you decide to become a cop? But he like clearly also is like hating on them too, because he's like, can anybody become a cop? Like, how long is the school for it? And like, you really hope that those people are competent because they have like, your life in the line and everything. And so I thought that was pretty funny because like, anyway, but
like part of me is glad to some degree that he called out the lack of professionalism or whatever. Like they baked that into the script to kind of hand wave away how ridiculous the cops acted in this. But to me, that's like just kind of adds to my annoyance. Like you knew what you were doing was asinine. And I know this franchise is supposed to be kind of silly to a degree, but only with the creep. Nobody else to me in this is supposed to be overly goofy. And the reactions from the cops are so unbelievable that it just took any fun out of it, because I would have liked to have seen how the creep would have reacted in a setting where the cops don't react unnaturally.
Sure.
Let's see him get out of it. Let's see him have to put on a persona.
Like, the second he touched that guy's gun, I feel like he would have been shot.
100%. I have a bunch of notes here.
Cops will shoot you for less than that. Yes. They'll shoot you for, like, breathing sometimes. So, yeah, in this kind of, like, a high-tension situation where there's, like you said, a potential dead body, I mean, I don't know.
I know.
I definitely don't think, But I agree. I didn't really like this episode that much. I think that they do try and wrap it up in the, like, the professionalism theme, which is fine. But I think what you had said, if it had somehow managed to be like a security guard or something, but I just don't know how you would make that work. Like maybe they're on private property or something. Sure. I don't know. It'd be weird, but at least that would make it a little bit more like, because also, do the cop cams? I don't know anything about these, but are those like only like on a hard copy like in the car? Or do they, like, get uploaded to a cloud? Because you would think that they would be uploaded, like, so that if something happened to the physical device, you'd still have. But I also wouldn't be surprised if they don't have that, so that they can be like, oh, it got damaged. Like, we don't have any evidence that we were beating somebody up.
Right. I had wondered that myself. I think from, the TV shows that I've watched, they, like, pull the SIM card or whatever.
Yeah.
And the little flash card or whatever that has the videos on it, straight from the system. I don't think it uploads to the cloud, but I agree with you. It should.
If it doesn't.
I don't see why it wouldn't.
How that works.
So that it can, like, live feed whatever a cop is up to.
Yeah. I
think that would be probably really important, especially for a scenario like this, Same thing with his body cams and all of that.
Right.
But anyway, okay, let's get to the beginning of the episode. So the episode starts with our character Wes, who, he of course thinks this is beneath him. That's definitely becoming a trope with these filmmakers, but I think that's probably true. Unless they're making a feature film that they want to be making, everything is beneath them. He then says, "Ugh, kill me," which,
yeah.
Cute little foreshadowing, careful what you wish for kind of stuff. He does say that he is $200,000 in debt from film school. I don't know what fucking film school this guy goes to. I don't know if he's exaggerating, but that's a very specific amount. Film school does not cost $200,000. That's an insane price tag for film school.
If you're going to like a 4-year university and
even
stuff,
then, you still would only be paying around $100. And that's if you're going to like fucking big time. I mean, it could be more than that if you're. I don't know which film school you'd have to go to get a $200,000 bill. I don't know any. I mean, that's crazy for film school. I Googled it before just to make sure, and it said the average price of film school is between $17,000 to like $70,000, and that it can be upwards to $100,000 for like 4-year. So $200,000, no fucking way, dude. You're talking medical school in that area, right? There's no reason why film school should cost $200,000.
Yeah, maybe he took out more money.
I mean, realistically, there's no fucking school that should cost $200,000, period. But I'm just saying, like, realistically, knowing what people charge for these things. Anyway, that's nor here nor there. I just thought it was funny when he said 200 grand. I was like, what the actual fuck? When I was living in Sedona and I had the chance to go to film school, it was $4,000 for local residents to go. And I should have went. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, one thing I'll give Wes here credit for is motherfucker catches on quick. And
well, he's being so obvious.
Yes.
And he even says, like, I think I did too many hints. I'm like, yeah.
You think?
Like,
he's just getting too cocky.
Yeah.
Right. Which is why I do think that I would like for him, I had said this last episode, I would like for him to get caught. Maybe make this the last episode and have the cops be competent and arrest him. And then
I thought for a second that he was. I was like, he's going to get arrested right now because, like, how is he getting out of this? Like, they have guns. They have these video cameras on him. Like,
I just thought we'd change the show up and he would go to jail.
Yeah.
For a few episodes.
That's what I thought, too. How he'd have a camera in jail. I don't know. But, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. But, yeah, he's very cocky in this episode. And all of the hints where he's like, it's a house that you could get murdered at, and here's the tarp and a shovel in the back seat, and like, I'm not gonna tell you what the address is and everything. It's like, yeah.
I also don't like that there's no real gore of any sort, but the blood or whatever, like on the chin, on the other cop or whatever, is like CG. That was terrible.
Yeah, it didn't look great.
I was like, whoa, like, what, are we just getting real lazy with these? Like,
I don't know. Maybe
20-minute episodes, like... and we can't even make them believable for 20 minutes. Right? Like, I feel like if I sat down with them, we could come up with something much more believable with the cops pulling up. Right? But yeah, I don't know. It's just, I was very disappointed in how he reacted, but I guess maybe some people just accept the, like, so unprofessional, because it's baked into the script throughout. Professionalism is the most important thing, right? Like, I get that, and I get why they did it, to try to kind of wave away, as I said, the incompetency. But guys, no fucking way, dude. No way. As you said, that was really where I got mad, is when he reached over and he, like, touched his gun.
I was
like, dude, there's no way.
Like,
there's no way. They'd have him handcuffed instantaneously, bare minimum. Bare minimum.
Yeah.
I've been handcuffed multiple times over nothing.
I've never been handcuffed.
Over nothing. Right? Like,
Yeah, you're a scary guy, though. Only because you're, like, tall and imposing. I mean, like, people would be like, I don't want him doing whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're creepy. I mean, he's also, like, 6 foot. Like,
I was handcuffed for skateboarding outside of my friend's house.
You and the skateboarding and the cops, apparently.
Yeah, we got arrested a lot.
They hate the skateboarding.
Well, it was illegal in Huntington Beach.
Everywhere?
Everywhere but skate parks. And we were literally considered the skateboarding capital of the world at that time.
That's crazy.
But yeah, it was literally illegal to skateboard anywhere but at designated skate parks. So if you were out, we skated everywhere. So we'd pass cops all the time and most of them wouldn't do anything. But if somebody called or if they just felt like being dicks, if we were anywhere.
Yeah.
And we skateboarded like my entire teenage years.
Illegally.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a criminal.
Yeah. It was my freaking life. I loved it. It's insane. I can't skateboard down the street.
No. Illegal.
No, literally, it was.
Go to jail.
So, yeah, just thinking about being able to do what he does here, it's fucking absurd. And then, yeah, I mean, as you said, he wakes up and he kind of corroborates the story. You know, of course, they don't draw any attention to the guy sitting behind him or anything. It's so stupid. Like, I have too many notes here for that kind of stuff. You get it. I'm not going to get too into it. Also, the glass around cop cars is bulletproof. Like, for obvious reasons. So, a shot through the window like that? No. Absolutely not. He's in LA.
Yeah, I think this episode is just it's all written, like, with convenience is all. It's very unrealistic, and I think you just have to, like, not... It just sucks, though, because it's like, yes...
Like, the cop getting out of the car to be like, sir, what is it? Like, whatever.
Like, what are you doing?
Like, no fucking way. And they would have called an ambulance. They would have had backup on the way already with the guy that's there dead. Why is there no ambulance on the way?
And there's a person being like, there's a murderer in the woods.
And they're just going to sit there and wait next to the body with him with no ambulance on the way? Not to mention,
they think that, like, so the guy wakes up and says, there's a guy that tried to kill me, right? And so they think that there's another person out there. Would they both leave the scene? Or would only one of them leave if they were really going to move that person, move Wes? It feels like there's just a lot of questions, I feel, like, in this episode they're unprofessional, right? I mean, that's why he's mad at them. They're just so unprofessional. Maybe these are new cops. Maybe they just graduated from the academy and they just suck.
I mean, if you have to go to that level of writing, like in explanation, then the writing is garbage. Like, oh, maybe the cops are rookies and they also dropped acid earlier and, like, come on. Like, we're making excuses because we like the show and we like this character.
It's fine, though.
This can just be episode.
Yeah, it can be a bad episode. It doesn't mean we're going to stop watching the show. No. We're not those people that, like, one episode is bad and we're like, we're never going to support this show ever again, but...
No, it's just a stupid episode. It happens. It makes me fearful somewhat for the rest of the season.
Sure.
If this is the quality of writing that they're putting into it. We'll see. Yeah, hopefully we get nothing like that again with the cops, because that was abysmal.
Yeah.
Just imagine cops pulling up and there's a body wrapped in tarp.
She's
dead. And they just sit there and question a guy without handcuffing him and let him kind of move around and touch their gun. And, come on, guys. There's no fucking way.
Wrapped in plastic.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid. So, yeah, huge miss is what it is.
Yeah. Don't skateboard in Huntington Beach.
Yeah.
That's the moral of the story.
I wonder what it is now. It's probably still illegal.
Yeah.
What were your... Have you guys been arrested? What was your interactions with the police?
Did they let you touch their guns?
Reaching out and like stroking a cop's gun when 2 guns are trained on you.
He's psycho though.
I get that he's psycho, but dude.
But yeah, their reaction to that.
He's psycho,
like,
but he's not stupid.
No.
Right? He would know
but
better.
He does also, like we always talk about, he likes always pushing.
Push the limits.
Yes,
I get it.
But... Always. So I don't think that's unbelievable for his character to do. I think, like, yeah, he probably would do something like that.
No, but he would have had a knee in the back.
Yeah.
And handcuffs on him, and he would have been dragged to the squad car and thrown in the back, and he would have been fucked right from there. That would have been it for him.
Yeah.
He'd never been able to talk himself out of that one. Yeah. So, in reality, the creep would have been finished right here. Right? I was hoping that, like, when the cops pulled up, he was going to run, or he was going to pull a gun and blow them both away as they came out. Right? Something. But when he just got to the ground and they were doing their thing, I was like, oh, this is going to get stupid. Like, I knew as soon as that happened, I was like, oh, this is going to get real dumb. And because there's, like, really no other way around it. They would have called for backup instantaneously. They would have been calling for... They didn't call for anything that I could hear. I'd have to go back and watch it again, but they would be like, we need an ambulance, we need this, we need that, we have a body on the road, we have a potential suspect out in the woods. Like, nothing. No communication is fucking crazy. They're just sitting there having a basic conversation with a guy.
They're unprofessional, babe.
Fuck out of here. The writers are unprofessional on this one. Alright, I'm done.
Alright.
Anything more?
No.
Well, until next week, stay safe, stay away from the cops.
Yeah.
And don't try to stroke their guns.
No. Bye.